You've probably watched dozens of videos predicting where HBAR is going to be in 2025, and I'm going to tell you the cold, hard truth. They're all wrong. They're missing the single most powerful variable, a silent, invisible force that's been building behind the scenes for years. It's the one thing that will take HBAR from being a slow, steady investment to something that will shock the entire crypto world. The secret isn't on the charts, it's not in the tokenomics, it's in the hands of a few powerful players you never hear about, and I'm going to prove it. If you're interested in this topic, hit the like button, subscribe, and type interested in the comments, and I will give you a heart. I'm here to tell you how HBAR will not just pump, but explode in a way that will make it a household name. This isn't just about price. This is about changing your life. This is about a chance for you to position yourself ahead of the tidal wave of money that's about to hit. If you're ready to stop guessing and start knowing, stick with me. Because by the end of this video, you will understand the 3 unstoppable forces that will make this happen and how you can ride the wave all the way to financial freedom. Over the next 9 minutes, I'm going to give you my personal, deeply researched blueprint for why HBAR is set to make a massive move. We'll go deep on the institutional money, the retail infrastructure, and the final piece of the puzzle that will make it all come together. I'll show you why a small number of key players are about to trigger a chain reaction that will send the price of HBAR to levels most people can't even imagine. But before we pull back the curtain on this, ask yourself one question. Are you on the team? If you're serious about taking your financial future into your own hands, don't miss a single beat. Go ahead and click that subscribe button now. It's the first step to becoming a crypto insider. Okay, let's start with the first most powerful problem. The one you hear about all the time, but no one ever explains properly. The cool kids club. Right now, there are 2 kings in crypto. Bitcoin and Ethereum. Why? Because they're in the room with the big boys. They have a seat at the table with Wall Street, with the banks, with the institutions. And the way they got their seat? The ETF. This is the ultimate prize, the ultimate green light for billions, even trillions of dollars to flood into an asset. The problem is, most people think this club is exclusive, that it's closed to everyone else. But what if I told you that a fierce, behind-the-scenes battle is happening right now? A battle to get HBAR into that very same club. What if there's a specific document filed in Washington right now that reveals the entire war plan? The truth is, Hedera has been positioning itself for this moment for years. They understood that to be a global powerhouse, they couldn't just be a good technology, they had to be a regulated one. They had to be a government-friendly, enterprise-grade solution. Think of it like this. Your traditional finance friends and family, the ones who laugh at crypto, they're not going to buy crypto, but they will buy an HBAR ETF to clean, safe, and regulated on-ramp for their money. This is the Hedera war plan. Now, for this plan to work for you, it's essential to understand the bigger picture. I have a video titled How I Plan to Retire with HBAR, the step-by-step guide which lays out the exact blueprint for building your wealth on this foundation. Watching it now is not just a good idea, it's essential for your long-term success. Seriously, hit pause and watch it after this. It's the next logical step in your journey. Welcome back. Now that you've got the foundation, let's get into the specifics. There's been a lot of talk about a potential HBAR ETF, but what's not being talked about is the legal and regulatory gymnastics happening right now. A letter was recently sent to the SEC arguing against an HBAR ETF, claiming Hedera's governing council makes it too centralized. This is not bad news. This is proof that Hedera is so close to the finish line that people are starting to get scared. They're trying to put up roadblocks because they see the potential. If you're starting to see the power of this strategy and how it's different from the daily noise, do me a favor and smash that thumbs up button. It tells me you're ready for the real crypto finance news. Here's my simple analogy. Imagine a freight train is building up speed. The Hedera team with their governing council of global giants like Google and Dell are laying the track. The institutions and big money on Wall Street are the train. And the HBAR ETF, that's the signal that puts the train on the tracks. Once that train starts, there's no stopping it. You either get on board now or you get left behind. We are now in that final phase of track construction. The institutions are in a state of accumulation and the ETF is the signal they're waiting for to flip the switch and let the billions flow. Are you still here? Are you still locked in? That tells me you're not here for the meme coin promises. You're here for the real game. If you're not yet subscribed, you're missing out on the plays that will define your financial future. Hit subscribe now and join the club. But here's the even crazier part. Even if the floodgate opens, what's going to stop all that money from flowing out just as fast? The answer to that is the second unstoppable force, and it's being built for you. The second critical problem for a massive HBAR pump is this. The institutions get in, the price pumps, and then what? Retail traders, you and me, we get bored, we pull our money out and chase the next shiny object. We're addicted to the short-term thrill. The problem is complicated, but the solution is a genius, multi-layered plan by Hedera to build an ecosystem that is so sticky, so engaging that you will never want to leave. What if the very things you dismissed as trivial, meme coins, airdrops, and small-time DeFi platforms, are actually the secret weapon designed to keep billions of dollars of retail money locked into the Hedera ecosystem? Most people think a project has to be one thing or the other, either enterprise-focused or retail-focused. Hedera knows this is a false choice. They built an incredible, high-speed, secure foundation for the biggest companies in the world. But while they've been doing that, they've also been quietly nurturing a grassroots, retail-driven ecosystem. This is about building a place for you to play, to trade, to engage, and to make money, all on the HBAR network. If this idea of having a network that serves both institutions and you, the average person, is starting to click for you, give this video a quick thumbs up. It's a small action that makes a big difference. My simple analogy, imagine a superhighway being built for 18-wheelers carrying a nation's goods. That's the institutional utility, but alongside that highway, a bustling city is being built, full of shops, restaurants, entertainment, and places to live. That's the DeFi and retail infrastructure. Hedera is building the DeFi ecosystem with platforms like SaucerSwap leading the charge, so you have a reason to stay. They are facilitating meme coins, creating viral airdrops, and building social platforms. They're creating a sticky ecosystem, so when the big money comes in, it doesn't just pass through, it stays. But there's a third, even deeper secret, a problem that is fundamentally tied to the very nature of HBAR itself. It's an internal engine of demand that is quietly running in the background, a silent killer of a low price that will be turned on full blast by the institutional money. This is the most crucial part of this entire blueprint. You see, the institutional money and the retail ecosystem are two sides of the same coin. The HBAR ETF will bring in the institutional money. The DeFi ecosystem will keep the retail money from leaving. But what truly drives the price of HBAR is something that most people are completely blind to, and it's built into every single transaction. By now, you've seen that this isn't just another crypto channel. We're giving you the deep cuts, the real intelligence. If you haven't subscribed yet, you are seriously missing out on the secrets that will change your financial life. Don't wait, hit that button now. But here's where the price prediction gets truly massive. It's the final piece of this puzzle, and it's a game changer that makes all of the other catalysts unstoppable. We've arrived at the final, most compelling, and least understood problem, the HBAR tokenomics. You can have institutional money and a thriving retail ecosystem, but if the token supply is endless, you can't have a massive sustained pump. The solution to this is a fixed and almost completely allocated supply. What if every single transaction on the Hedera network, from a carbon credit being logged to a real-world asset being tokenized, permanently creates scarcity for the HBAR token? And what if this process is about to accelerate beyond all recognition? The problem is, many people still see HBAR as just another coin. They don't understand that its true value isn't tied to a daily price chart. It's tied to its utility. Every time a major enterprise uses the Hedera network, for example, for supply chain tracking or for a new tokenized service, they have to pay a small fee in HBAR. This is not a guess. This is a fact. This creates a silent compounding demand for the token. The more the network is used, the more HBAR is bought to pay for these fees. It's an unstoppable engine. If the concept of a token's price being directly tied to real-world utility excites you, show some love with a thumbs up. Here's the analogy. Imagine a small stream of water constantly flowing. That's the current network usage. Now imagine dozens of other rivers, massive, powerful rivers, suddenly joining that stream. That's the institutional adoption. That's an HBAR ETF bringing in billions of dollars. That's 100 new companies using Hedera for tokenization. Now what happens when all that water tries to rush into a limited space? The pressure builds and the price explodes. That's what we're talking about here. With a fixed supply of 50 billion HBAR, the more use cases that come online, the more valuable each individual token becomes. We've talked about the three forces. First, the institutional floodgate opened by the imminent HBAR ETFs and institutional interest. Second, the retail infrastructure, the bustling DeFi ecosystem designed to keep that money flowing. But the third, and most fundamental is the Hedera network's utility, the demand created by the real-world use of the network, coupled with a fixed supply. This is the ultimate engine for price growth. This is the blueprint. This is the reason I believe HBAR is positioned for a pump that will be talked about for years to come. This is the culmination of years of quiet, strategic work that has been happening behind the scenes. This is about real money flowing into a fixed, valuable asset. This is your chance to get ahead. You came here looking for a price prediction. You're leaving with a blueprint for financial freedom. You've gone from a short-term speculator to a long-term strategist. The three unstoppable forces, institutional adoption, retail infrastructure, and utility-based demand, are converging. Don't let this be just another video you watched. Turn this knowledge into action. The next logical step is to build a plan for your own personal retirement plan. I have a video that walks you through it step by step. It's the perfect companion to this video, and it's a must-watch if you're serious about making a fortune. Click on the video on your screen right now. I'll see you there.